रणवीर सिंह अब सुप्रीम कोर्ट से हाई कोर्ट जाएंगे, हाई कोर्ट से और लोअर कोर्ट जाएंगे। अगर सरकार ने आपका ट्रांसफ़र किया है तो आपको एक्सेप्ट करना चाहिए, आपको थोड़ा रुकना चाहिए, आपकी बात बाद में सरकार के सामने रखनी चाहिए।
The way he went to the Home Secretary of the central government, the way they went to the governor, I think just they want to malign the image of the MUA government.
जब तक इसका रिपोर्ट नहीं आता है, एक्चुअली वास्तविकता क्या है, जब तक वो सामने नहीं आएंगे तो उसके ऊपर पोजीशन एलिगेशन लगाएंगे। कल सीएम को भी एलिगेशन लगाएंगे तो क्या रिजाइन देगी?
राज्यपाल जी को हमने ये कहा है कि चूंकि मुख्यमंत्री भी बोलते नहीं है, सरकार भी ठीक चल नहीं रही है, ऐसे समय कम से कम मुख्यमंत्री जी को आप इसके ऊपर रिपोर्ट मांगिए। राज्यपाल जी को अधिकार है।
बहुत शर्म की बात है कि वहाँ का गृह मंत्री वसूली करता है, करवाता है, बड़े शर्म की बात। वो कोई तथ्य जरूर रहा है, उसके बिना कोई पुलिस कोई जिम्मेदार पदाधिकारी इस प्रकार से चिट्ठी नहीं लिखेगा मुख्यमंत्री को। यह भी शक पैदा करता है ना, क्या आप भी सहभागी थे? वो 100 करोड़ अगर पर मंथ कलेक्ट करना चाहता था तो उसे अपने ही लिए कलेक्ट करना चाहता था क्या, या किसी और को भी देना चाहता था? ये इस प्रकार से बचाव नहीं करना चाहिए था ना।
Hello everyone, good evening. You're watching News Epicenter with me, Maria Shakil. It has been a week since the former Mumbai police chief dropped that bomb, alleging that the Maharashtra Home Minister was using Sachin Waze as a Vasooli agent to collect around 100 crore from commercial establishments across Mumbai. Charges of a cash for transfers racket raised by a top IPS officer from back in 2020 have also emerged, adding more pressure on the Maharashtra government as it struggles to firefight while rallying behind Anil Deshmukh. The political slugfest is only escalating, with the BJP raining fire on the Agadi government, now taking their case to the governor's door, seeking a CBI and an enforcement directorate probe into the matter. The war has also shifted to the courts, where the apex court heard Parambir Singh's plea demanding a CBI probe, calling the charges serious, but moving the case to the High Court to judge the merits for an independent probe. However, beyond the slugfest are the multiple questions unanswered. That's a long list, in fact. The political war is running side by side with the investigation into Sachin Waze in the Mansukh Hiren murder case. The majority of this row has been driven by pure conjecture and not specific evidence. Till this day, we do not know whether the extortion case and the murder case are linked. We do not know if Waze acted alone or was there a wider conspiracy at play. Was Waze's reinstatement in the garb of staff shortage during COVID, despite his unclean record, an order from his political masters? The transfer racket, which was brought to light by Rashmi Shukla in August 2020, was there a crackdown on the racket, or did the government turn a blind eye? Have we just scratched the surface of what is clearly politico-police mafia nexus, which is being drowned in this political war of words? And more importantly, in the wake of all these charges, who really will clean up Maharashtra's administration? Joining me on the show, Clyde is the NCP spokesperson, Sanju Verma, BJP spokesperson, Swapnil Kothari, senior lawyer, Yashwardhan Azad, former IPS officer. Mr. Azad, I'm going to begin with you. You raised this question in your piece today. Is it possible that Sachin Waze was allegedly the sole culprit behind this heinous act? As an ordinary senior sub-inspector, he had direct access to the police commissioner. He was also in touch with the ministers, including the home minister. So is Mr. Waze working on his own?
Well, Maria, first, let me congratulate you for laying out the groundwork of this entire case with such clarity that all the points are in front and it's very easy to debate on various issues. Let me say that with the kind of access I had already stated earlier on your show, Vaze had with the top police brass, and of course, as you said, the access to the ministers, it seems to me very, very difficult. A man on his own will go on an extortion case, and that also against somebody like Ambani. He could be extorting, local shops and bars. That is his capacity and his capability. But to go that far, it does seem that he must be having a support. And I must say, but there is a kind of a link between the murder case and this, because the weapon, because the vehicle which was used belonged to that Hiren Mansukh, who was killed, obviously to silence him. And that vehicle was used, was reported stolen on the same day when Vaze is supposed to have met that gentleman. So all in all, it does look like that alone he did not have the capability or the gumption to carry out this act.
Okay, so here's that is your assessment. Let me bring Clyde. Clyde, so here is someone who has leveled serious charges, and here is a Commissioner of State Intelligence Unit, Rashmi Shukla, highlighting the transfer racket in August 2020. The report is submitted to the DGP, which finally reaches the table of Home Minister. What happened to that? It's been 9 months, and what action has been taken?
Well, I explained this to you, yesterday also, Maria, that what she's talking about, the money being taken, or, some kind of call records that she's got where the transfers have happened and everything. I read out names to you. 80% of the people that she's talking about have not been transferred at all. I've given it to you with names. So the point here is, if there's no transfers that have happened, then what is she talking about? She spoke about the same thing that she did something in 2017. Then there was the Fadnavis government. What action did they take? To my knowledge, no action has been taken in 2017, and in 2018, what she's talking about, we have clearly brought out the proof telling you that these people have not been transferred with the names. So if there is nothing to it...
Okay, Sanju Verma, respond to this.
Maria,
yes,
there's a famous saying in Hindi, हाथी के दांत खाने के और दिखाने के और. The fact of the matter is that nobody in his or her sane mind would disagree that what is happening currently in Mumbai/Maharashtra is nothing short of institutionalization of corruption and criminalization of politics. And the most disappointing bit is that you have spokespeople from the ruling MVA, Mahavasuli Agadi, coming here and glorifying everything that their political masters are doing. I just want to ask one thing. A, has Sachin Vaze officially resigned as the spokesperson of the Shiv Sena? He was reinstated in 2008 as the spokesperson of the Shiv Sena. Point number 2, what is the status of the extortion case filed against him in 2017? That is still sub judice, but still Uddhav Thackeray, Parambir Singh, Anil Deshmukh, Sharad Pawar,
Sanju,
what have
there
you,
is a specific point being made about Rashmi Shukla.
in making him the head of the
While it is deeply problematic that while it is deeply problematic that the NCP while the NCP should not be looking at the political leanings of this officer, instead they should be looking at cleaning it up. They have made a point, Sanju.
Which again raises fingers on the bona fides and the credibility of the Maharashtra ATS, which till 72 hours back said, "Ye Mansukh Hiren case is a suicide." The moment the NIA sprung into action, they said, "Oh, the people accused in the Mansukh Hiren case are Sachin Vaze, Vinayak Shinde and Naresh Dhare." And let me tell you one more thing, Maria, which your audience should know. The bookie Naresh Dhare, who is one of the accused in the Mansukh Hiren case, he is the best friend of Varun Sardesai, who manages the entire social media campaign of the Shiv Sena and is the first cousin of no less than Aditya Thackeray.
Okay, so we will not be leveling those charges right now, Sanju.
At the door of the Thackerays.
Question
and
is,
being the chief minister.
Fine. You have made your point. I am just asking you a specific question, Sanju.
He should lead by example and resign, rather than simply saying, "Oh, let Anil Deshmukh resign."
Fine.
In our constitution, Article 75(3) talks of collective responsibility.
Yes.
Going by collective responsibility.
My question to you, Sanju
Uddhav
Verma.
Thackeray should lead by example.
Sanju
and
Verma, now
step
please,
down,
will you listen to
because
my question?
We have been told from day one, politics is about optics.
Yes.
Politics is about taking the high moral ground, and politics is about perception. If it is indeed about perception,
I'm not
why
too sure
is
if you are hearing my
Mahavasuli
question.
Agadi
I'll try
still in
ask my
power?
producer to fix that. Are you able to hear my question? My question is, what happened when Rashmi Shukla leveled these charges in 2017? Sanju Verma, if you can hear me.
Yeah, Maria.
What happened
Yes.
when Rashmi
Maria,
Shukla leveled
the
these
fact
charges
of
in 2017?
Yes, so Rashmi Shukla leveled these charges against 2017, but the fact is that it is the same Devendra Fadnavis who did not allow Sachin Vazir to be reinstated in 2017,
Fine.
despite the fact that Anil Parab, who's the head of the legal
Yes.
cell of the Shiv Sena, said,
Yes.
please reinstate Sachin
Clyde,
Vazir. Why
you know,
is BJP
yes.
being put in the dockyard?
Yes.
Today we are standing
Fine.
in solidarity with Rashmi Shukla.
Yes.
That is the hard truth.
Yes,
Today we are
you know,
standing in
why
solidarity
should
on the right
an
side of the
officer
fence
who is
with
being
people who have been
a
shunted
messenger
out.
here, why are you indulging in shooting the messenger here? That is clearly the intent of the government,
Who
and
is
it is
shooting
coming
the
across as
messenger?
this. Clyde, here is someone who is being no, she is a whistleblower. Instead, she is
Bharat,
being
I
talked
request
about
one
like
thing.
she has political leanings. Why should that be discussed? Isn't it about cleaning up a system?
Maria, can I request you before I go ahead that my request is, for everybody's sake, even for if I, interject while somebody's talking, to stop cut me also, let's just have the fader of the people who are talking, because, this way we can't have a discussion.
ahead.
Sometimes I'm also.
Go ahead, Clyde.
Because Maria, listen, I always listen to you, unlike, when you were trying to talk and some people are not. So please hold on to this. You asked a question, I'm answering. Okay, the point here
Please
is
stop
nobody shooting
taking
the
personal digs at others.
Maria,
Okay.
After your
Right.
government has made a mess of the administrative machinery,
Maria, I
Sanju,
don't
you
know
have
if
has
you-
spoken.
made a mess
Sanju,
of
you
the
have
administrative
spoken.
machinery
Clyde, go ahead.
in Maharashtra, and you have the audacity
Maria, I'm not
to come
kidding.
and
I'll
take
sit
your
Clyde,
down.
please
high
now.
ground on national television.
No.
Yes.
You cut the fader or I'm not talking.
Yes, go ahead.
If there is another interjection, I will not talk, Maria, with all due respect to you and your chat. Please.
Go ahead, Clyde.
Okay?
Make your point.
No, if you are going to shout me down like that, Maria, then how does it work? I'm
Go
talking so
ahead.
polite.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So please, like, your
Yes.
question is nobody shooting the messenger here, Maria. The fact is, in 2020, when she came out with the list, I gave you repeatedly the answers. Everybody has given you the pointed answers to the whole thing. It's out in the public domain. Everybody knows, because those people have not been transferred. Therefore, I asked a simple question that in 2017, when the same police officer put some names out, what has happened to that? Nobody is answering that. Nobody from the BJP or their spokesperson is answering what happened. They are jumping to Wazir. I told you yesterday also, we all have cleared it out. How was Wazir brought in? There was a
Kothari.
established code.
Yes.
Everything has
Swapnil
been
Kothari,
explained.
there is brazenness in this crime. Waze has been named as the main accused in the murder of the owner of a infamous Scorpio vehicle. And can it be just about this? When you look at multiple cards that are there now, and what the apex court said purely on the basis of jurisdiction, it says if investigation by an independent agency is being sought for, that is a relief which can also be granted by the High Court. There have also been subsequent developments in the matter, as has been noticed in terms of the report of Ms. Rashmi Shukla. So the court, the apex court, has brought in this aspect in the case as well. And that is the reason why, away from what Mr. Parambir Singh highlighted, the tale is far murkier, because it has been going on for quite some time.
Maria, there is no question about it, and I'm very happy that you raised a slew of questions at the very beginning of your debate, and obviously it's very difficult to answer all of them, but touching upon the main thing, the apex court rightly pointed out that, look, we are not commenting upon the merits of your application, but we believe that you should go to the High Court first, and High Court has got a plenary power under Article 226, so approach that jurisdiction first, which is absolutely fine. The point is that this is far, far murkier than what you and I can even comprehend. Simply because you did not have candy bars in a car in the middle of the night outside Mr. Mukesh Ambani's house, but it was definitely gelatin sticks, and gelatin sticks are obviously explosive substances. Now, the fine point here, Maria, is that under the NIA Act, under Section 8, it is a scheduled offense to have explosive substances under a particular section, and Section 8 also allows you to look at a commensurate crime, which is the murder of Mansukh Hiren. So today the Thane court has rightly given that power to NIA that please go ahead with this, and ATS, please stop working on that particular Mansukh Hiren case, because both are interlinked. Now, to my knowledge, or to the best of my understanding, an assistant police inspector with a slew of 6 luxury cars and some 1 month camping at a 5-star hotel cannot work on his own accord. He has to have people around him, with him, above him. Now, coming to the point of Mr. Parambir Singh's application, Mr. Parambir Singh has made a very legitimate point which will be discussed and debated and decided by the courts, that whether those charges leveled against the Home Minister are appropriate or not. That's for the courts to decide. Now, having said that, Home Minister must be investigated. Resignation or not is dependent upon the powers that be of the MA. That's for them to take a call. I will not comment on that. Now, having said that, but also Waze who was Waze's senior?
Yes.
Can we comfortably say that a junior anchor is debating a particular topic or anchor without the knowledge of the editor-in-chief? Or no, obviously it's not. So obviously Mr. Parambir Singh, being the commissioner, will have to answer should these investigation of the NIA reach the clause up to him as well, that look, you are the person in charge. You knew Mr. Waze. So somebody, some officer below you, if he's behaving like a rogue and he's gone out of bounds, then he should have dismissed him.
Can he be seen as an officer who has gone rogue?
Well, certainly, you know, if there are allegations, if he's been arrested and he's got, 6 6 luxury vehicles in the hands of an API and planting gelatin sticks and with the woman from Gujarat.
So are we to believe that none in the police establishment knew that he is indulging in this kind of extortion racket?
Fantastic question.
Yes.
Fantastic question, Maria.
That is the
I
want to understand.
That is what I'm waiting for.
Are we to just believe that he was acting on his own?
Please?
Yes, Sanju, go ahead.
May I please?
Yes.
Yeah. Maria, one very important thing which the earlier panelists said, you know, I think we need to understand the chain of command. Everybody knows, Maria, whether you want to publicly take cognizance and acknowledge it or not is a different matter altogether. Who did Sachin Waze report into? Parambir Singh. Who did Parambir Singh report into? Anil Deshmukh. Who's Anil Deshmukh's political boss? Sharad Pawar. Who's Anil Deshmukh's boss within the government? Uddhav Thackeray. What does Article 75(3) of the Indian Constitution say? It says whether it is the central government or whether it is the state government, when the bona fides of anyone within the Council of Ministers is questioned, then the head of the government, in this case Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray, he or she should lead by example and step down. Why is Uddhav Thackeray quiet? He has not uttered a word. And look at the brazenness. The term you used was absolutely right. Look at the brazenness and audacity of Sanjay Raut. Last week, I remember in his editorial in Samna, he said Sachin Waze is a capable and honest officer. And instead of questioning the BJP and Rashmi Shukla, arey bhai, till 3 weeks back, you thought that Parambir Singh is Raja Harish Chandra incarnate. Suddenly today you say he's gone rogue. What about the ex-DGP of Maharashtra, Subodh Jaiswal, who's a decorated officer? Even he raised questions on the bona fides of Anil Deshmukh.
Let me bring Yashwardhan Azad.
Yes. Are you going to now say
Yashwardhan
that Subodh Jaiswal has also gone rogue?
We
and
all know
Parambir Singh went rogue.
Why
did you not sack him?
Transfer
Why did you simply
and posting,
rehabilitate him and shunt him out?
Fine. The transfer posting of all top cops happens only with political sanctions. Particularly, even the appointment of Parambir Singh would have happened with the approval of his political masters. My question is, here is Parambir Singh, who is squarely blaming the State Home Minister. It's none other than anybody else. It is Parambir Singh, the top cop of Maharashtra, Mumbai's police commissioner, saying that the Home Minister is involved in extortion, saying that the Home Minister is involved in some kind of transfer posting. Then who's really shielding him?
Let me make
then
my
why,
first point.
I'm just trying to understand, then why should the Home Minister be shielded?
Yes. First, let me make my point, Maria, on this transfer issue. You know, no government is doodh ka dhula hua. You know, when this gentleman, Parambir, joined Thane as a commissioner, there were questions raised even then in a different regime. And he brought in Pradeep Sharma, who was the great encounter specialist. And later on, then he joined here. Again, there were questions. So you're absolutely right. Today even the Supreme Court has made this remark that both the parties were hunky-dory earlier and now there is a split.
Yes.
And the Supreme Court also made another very important point.
And I'm going to quote that. Yashwardhan Azad, let me quote a part of this judgment and I'm coming back to you. We
Yeah.
have no doubt that the matter is quite serious and affects the administration at large. It also appears that a lot of material which has come in public domain is a consequence of the persons falling out. So it is only a fallout that has happened. They were together and then this racket of sorts was operating.
Yes. So, and this point I had raised yesterday, that how they are cozied up together, and I made it clear in my piece too. And you know, the Supreme Court said another thing, which is very important. When the matter was raised by the counsel of Parambir, saying that, you know, it was stated that he has been transferred on administrative grounds, but later on in a press it was said that it was security lapses. So the Supreme Court said, well, this point is happening in all over the states. And he says, what about the police reforms? No state has agreed to it. So Supreme Court, in a very stark fashion, said exactly what should have been said. And rightly so, the matter has gone to the High Court, because the High Court under Article 226 can look into this. Yes. Now, my point is that the Home Minister, I mean, it's amazing that an ex-police commissioner, forget about his credibility, the facts which are coming out, you know, the evidence which is coming so far, prima facie, isn't it important for the gentleman to resign? My second point is, Mr. Sharad Pawar might be a very respected politician, but what loci standi does he have to talk on these transfer issue, which is squarely in the domain of the government? So naturally, the Chief Minister has to answer, and that is why.
Any transfers? What are you saying? I don't. Can you get throw light detail on that? Where has Mr. Sharad Pawar spoken about transfers? Tell me, throw some light on it so we'll also know. Let the audience know where has he spoken about transfers, or he's talking about transfers here. You know, if you're mentioning that, I think throw. This is Clyde Grasto. This is Clyde Grasto.
He's the NCP spokesperson.
Okay, Mr. Clyde, Mr. Pawar has defended the Home Minister on what grounds?
No, on what grounds? So let me tell you what
grounds has he defended?
No, let me tell you what. No, Yasho sir, can I call you Yasho sir, because I have a lot of respect?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, Yasho sir. The fact is, the defense is, first of all, BJP came out saying that, you know, he had met Wazir. We came out in the open and said that he was hospitalized, then he was in home isolation. They said, no, we have a movement. We proved that movement was wrong. They went on to say that there was some transfers were done, and Rashmi Shukla brought out the call records. We showed that all these people that we are talking about have not been transferred.
Yes.
So that is why we are talking about all.
He did talk about it, is what he is saying.
So
that is, yeah, he's a political boss who discussed that. Yes, he is also.
Why to defend? Why shouldn't we defend?
Fine enough. I get your point. You have made your point. This is exactly what Yashwardhan Azad was pointing out. 30 seconds to you, Swapnil Kothari. 30 seconds to you, Swapnil Kothari, and then I wrap the debate. Mr. Kothari, please.
Yeah.
Maria, can I make my last point?
You know, this musical chairs will continue between political parties. Sanju has laid out the facts very, very explicitly and very appropriately so. And I'm very happy that she's done that, laying the groundwork. What I'm looking at is a larger cleansing of the system. And I'm glad that Fadnavis raised this issue. But for him raising this issue vehemently, perhaps these things would not have come out in the open so much. So I will give the credit to the BJP for that. But other than that, I would want that overall system entirely should be cleansed, because we cannot have a government in a financial capital which does not take a very harsh stand on these issues. It needs to take a very, very strong stand as far as these issues are concerned.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for joining us, Clyde, Sanju Verma, Yashwardhan Azad and Swapnil Kothari. Of course, this is a debate that is going to continue because the story is still unraveling. The truth is still coming out. That's all from me. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow.